Hi everyone, welcome back to Makeup Space with Neha, and I hope you all are doing amazing. So today I will be reviewing affordable lip glosses and lip oils especially for brown skin. I will be talking about shade suitability, pigmentation, comfort and longevity, and most importantly whether they are actually worth your money or not. I'm a medium skin tone with warm undertone, and for your reference I am NC40 in MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. I will also be mentioning my other foundation shades in the description, so do refer to it. If you have medium tan or dusky skin and struggle to find lip glosses or lip oils that don't wash you out, this video is for you because I have quite a collection to talk about. So let's get started. This category of affordable lip glosses and lip oils will be starting from rupees 200 and ranging till rupees 1500. So this is the natural color of my lips. I don't have any product on my lips or whatsoever. I don't have two-toned or pigmented lips, but neither they are pink. They are quite neutral, or probably they are colorless. First up is L18 OMG lip gloss in Brownie Babe. Honestly, it's crazy to me how is it available for just rupees 200, and most of the time you can get it for even a lesser price. This is a fully opaque lip gloss with one swipe pigmentation, and you can also build it up if you prefer a more intense look. This has a bubblegum fragrance which personally doesn't bother me. The formula is non-sticky and also feels super lightweight on the lips. It actually feels nourishing and not just a gloss sitting on top. Since it's a gloss, it doesn't leave any stain behind. On me, it lasts fairly well for about 1 to 2 hours depending on my eating and drinking. There is no shimmer in this. It gives a beautiful natural sheen to your lips that makes them look healthy and juicy. There's also no tingling or burning sensation, so if you're sensitive to plumping lip glosses, this one's comfortable. You honestly don't need a lip liner with this because it has enough pigment on its own, but if you wish to define the lips a little more, this is how it looks with a lip liner paired underneath. This is one of the most flattering brown lip glosses for two-toned and pigmented lips for dusky skin in budget. Next is Mars Click Stick Gloss Lip Balm in Best Nude. So when a product looks this dirty, you know, I have literally used and abused it. You need to click at the back of it, preferably do it just twice or thrice. Again, this is a fully opaque lip gloss but in a nude shade. It has a warm caramel toffee scent to it, which I personally don't mind. But just something to note if you're sensitive to scents. The formula is nourishing, non-sticky and feels lightweight on the lips as well as nourishing. This is a lip gloss lip balm stick and there's no stain behind. For me, it lasts about 1.5 hours, again depending on my eating and drinking. It does fade evenly and not patchy. There's no shimmer in it, but it leaves that wet, glassy shine look. On my medium skin tone, I usually wear it on my bare lips without a lip liner, but if you want to add more definition, pairing it with a lip liner will also look stunning, especially if you have two-toned or pigmented lips. Two things to keep in mind. I won't recommend building this too much because if you layer it a lot, the formula can become runny around the edges. So I prefer to keep it to one even layer, and that's it. Also, this is the only shade from that entire range worth buying because rest of the shades are either too bright and heavily pigmented that doesn't look appealing to the eyes. Overall, it's a very flattering nude lip gloss for brown skin. Next up, we have Fay Beauty Gloss Gloss. I'm personally not a fan of its applicator. It's quite large, so you have to be really precise while applying, especially around the lip lines. The shade Thriving is a berry shade, but it pulls more like a berry pink on my skin tone. It is pigmented but not fully opaque, so if you have two-toned or pigmented lips, you might want to build it up or pair it with a lip liner. The formula is quite runny and not overly thick. It's lightweight and non-sticky. It gives that natural, healthy sheen without any shimmer particles. There's no tingling or burning sensation either. In terms of longevity, the shine lasts around an hour before it starts fading. I personally feel these glosses look beautiful when paired with a lip liner. The formula can separate, so prefer to shake them really well before application. The shade Soaring is a nude brown lip gloss for brown skin having sheer pigmentation, and I think it will pair beautifully with a brown lip liner. Next up, I have Kiro Glossfinity Creme Gloss. I'm swatching the shade Cocoa Walnut. The consistency is nicely balanced. It's not runny or overly thick. I actually really like the texture. It feels lightweight, non-sticky, and gives a full opaque pigmentation, which is great for covering two-toned or pigmented lips. There are no shimmer particles in this, and it gives a wet, juicy, plump look to the lips. There's no tingling or burning sensation, so it's comfortable to wear. However, it does transfer quite a lot. Most of the pigment actually comes off. So the longevity drops down to around 1 hour or even less depending on your eating or drinking. So if you don't mind reapplication and prefer a full opaque comfortable lip gloss, this is a good option to consider. The shade Cocoa Walnut is a mauvey nude for medium skin tone and can look more beautiful with a lip liner. The shade Berry Burst sits more pink on my medium warm skin tone, and I personally don't need a lip liner with this one, but if you have two-toned or pigmented lips, you might want to pair it with a lip liner to create a lip combo. This is the shade Nutty Nutmeg, and I personally prefer this one more as compared to the previous ones on my medium warm skin tone. For dusky skin with two-toned or pigmented lips, this will be a nude brown lip gloss and can be paired with a lip liner. Now we have House of Makeup Hot Glossip High Shine Lip Glosses. This is the shade Berry Discreet from House of Makeup. I actually do love its doe foot applicator. It's thick and cushiony, which helps in depositing the product evenly on lips in just one swipe. The shade Berry Discreet pulls more pink on my skin tone, but it's not a pale or washed out pink. I personally don't prefer a lip liner underneath, but if you are a dusky skin tone with two-tone or pigmented lips, you might want to prefer a lip liner if you are not a fan of pink lip glosses or if they sit pale on you. The consistency is not runny, which I do prefer. The formula is non-sticky with a thick cushiony texture and yet still feels hydrating and comfortable on the lips. It's a balanced high shine lip gloss, but when it transfers, most of the pigment comes off along with some shine and leaves you with a soft, healthy looking sheen. This is the shade Juicy Secrets. Personally, I don't gravitate towards pink lip glosses on my skin tone, but if you do, then these can be a good option to consider. Next is NYX Lip Ivy Hydrating Gloss Serum, the most viral lip gloss of 2025. It has one swipe pigmentation. The consistency is runny and not thick. The shade Mocha Me Wet is a mauve brown shade and does suit medium tan or dusky skin tones. One thing to note when using NYX Lip Ivy, especially this shade, I don't know about others, this does get into your teeth, so I won't recommend you layering it. It is non-sticky and has a comfortable lightweight feel on the lips. Now these lip glosses are known to leave a stain on your lips, but this particular shade Mocha Me Wet leaves almost not so visible stain on my lips. Although I have seen other deeper shades from this range leave a stain, so if you want a lip gloss that leaves a good stain or a natural looking stain on your lips, maybe try a deeper shade from this range. The frame has changed a bit. It's almost 5 p.m. and I'm running short of time, so I had to come closer to the window to give you a proper swatch. So let's begin. Now we have Romand Juicy Lasting Tint. This is the shade Dark Coconut and it does flatter medium tan and dusky skin tones beautifully on its own without having the need to apply a lip liner. These are lightweight, feel super comfortable on lips, non-sticky lip glosses with a very balanced sheen. The consistency is thin but not runny. These do leave a stain and are also one of the most long-wearing lip glosses. This is the shade Almond Rose, which looks really flattering on medium skin tone without a lip liner. Going forward, I have Rufa Beauty Glazed Lip Gloss in Brownie. Has a doe foot thick cushiony applicator. This is a rich chocolatey brown lip gloss for medium tan and dusky skin tones with two-toned or pigmented lips. It looks beautiful on its own without the need of a lip liner. The consistency is neither thick nor thin. The formula is non-sticky and feels super lightweight and comfortable on the lips. There's no specific fragrance to it, but it does have some kind of a makeup smell, which is not overpowering though, and I don't find it bothering, but had to let you know. It is also one of my most used lip gloss. There's no burning or cooling sensation. Moving on to Makeup Revolution Plumping Lip Gloss in Cookie Warm Nude. Again, the applicator has a thick cushiony texture with a doe foot shape. This is a thick high shine lip gloss and it does suit medium tan and dusky skin tones with two-tone or pigmented lips. The consistency is thick and yet it feels comfortable on the lips. It does have a cooling sensation on the lips. It's not burning or tingling but cooling. It does not leave any stain. Now I have a mauve lip gloss from DM Beauty in the shade Milkshake. Yet again a doe foot applicator with a thick cushiony texture that helps in applying the lip gloss evenly. It delivers a rich one swipe pigment. That means it's gonna work for two-toned or pigmented lips. This is one of the most unique lip gloss shade in my collection. It has a perfect balance of mauve and brown to suit brown skin tones. This is a must try for medium tan and dusky skin tones. The consistency is thick and not runny but still feels comfortable on the lips. It's nourishing and hydrating at the same time. There is no burning or tingling sensation or any fragrance. delivers a very high shine glossy lip look. It looks beautiful on its own, but when you pair it with a lip liner, it turns out to be a stunning lip combo. Unfortunately, this dull evening light might not be doing justice to this shade. Please don't kill me for this inconvenience. The daylight has officially given up on me, but I still have few more lip glosses or lip oils options to share with you all, so we're gonna work with my room light. Alright, let's resume. From DM Beauty lip glosses, I have one more shade recommendation for dusky skin tones. This is the shade Lingerie. This is a berry shade but settles down pretty pink on my skin tone. This shade has a sheer pigmentation, feels comfortable on the lips, there's no tingling or burning sensation whatsoever. For two-toned or pigmented lips, you might want to pair it with a lip liner. I do love how the pink is subtle and not pale. The consistency is thick and the formula is non-sticky. It does feel comfortable on the lips and leave you with this glossy, shiny lips. Next, I have Fee 3D Volume Gloss in the shade Scotch. A moment for this cute looking packaging. Has a tiny doe foot applicator. This is one swipe pigment. The pigment is not fully opaque, but it's not completely sheer. It sits somewhere in balance. There's no burning or tingling sensation, but yet it makes my lips look fuller. The consistency is not runny. It's neither too thick nor thin. It's definitely one of my favorite from this lineup. Now, this particular lip gloss is giving competition to some high-end lip glosses. It does look good on medium to tan skin tone on its own, but if you have dusky skin tone with two-tone or pigmented lips, you might want to pair it with a lip liner. The formula is nourishing, non-sticky and sits comfortably on the lips. Next is Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Petal. Has a good thick cushiony doe foot applicator. This is a one swipe fully opaque pigmented lip gloss. The consistency is thick and not runny. The formula is non-sticky and comfortable on the lips. It does make your lips look fuller and has a little sparkle in it. I personally prefer to use a lip liner with this shade of pink on my skin tone, and if you are a medium tan or dusky skin tone, I would recommend the same to you because let's be honest, it makes up for a beautiful lip combo, isn't it? I don't feel any heavy fragrance, but it does have some yummy taste to it. The consistency is thick and yet it feels comfortable on the lips. There is no burning or tingling sensation from this one. It lasts fairly for about 2 to 3 hours, again depending on your drinking and eating. Now I have one more brown lip gloss / lip oil recommendation. This is the L'Oreal Paris Plump Ambition Lip Oil in the shade Le Nude Sparkle. Has a decent doe foot applicator. The pigmentation is sheer. That's how it looks after building it up with 2 layers. Let's talk about some important pointers when using this one. This is a neutral brown shade for medium skin tone and does look good on its own, but if you have two-tone or pigmented lips, you would prefer using a lip liner. The consistency is neither thick nor thin. The formula is non-sticky, but you should only get this if you are comfortable with a slight tingling or cooling sensation on the lips. If you are sensitive to it, it's a pass for you. Next, I have Lakme Lip Glitterati Lip Glaze in the shade Berry Sparkler. Comes with a thick cushiony applicator. The pigmentation is neither fully opaque nor it's completely sheer. The consistency is thick and not runny. It does make your lips look fuller. It does have sparkle in it and gives you that high shine lip gloss look. It lasts fairly for about 2 hours depending on eating and drinking. I have one more shade recommendation from the same range. This is the shade Espresso Martini, a very sheer brown lip gloss for brown skin tone. These lip glosses are best paired with a lip liner for some stunning lip combos, but buy these if you are comfortable with a sparkly, glossy lip look. The formula is non-sticky and comfortable on the lips. Moving on to Prissy Beauty Truly Glossy Lip Gloss in Night Cola. Has a big, thick, cushiony doe foot applicator. The pigmentation is sheer to buildable, so it's safe to say it can work for two-tone or pigmented lips. On my skin tone, I don't need a lip liner with it, and the shade does look stunning for medium tan and dusky skin tones. The formula is non-sticky, but the consistency is pretty thick. It does feel comfortable, but yet you have the feeling of having applied something on your lips, but nothing uncomfortable. There's no burning or tingling sensation, and yet it makes your lips look fuller with a high shine glossy finish. If you prefer thick lip glosses, this is an option to try. Now moving on to the last lip gloss from this lineup, Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Lip Gloss 21 Burn Rose. It has one swipe, full opaque pigmentation that covers two-toned or pigmented lips beautifully. It's one of the most nourishing lip glosses and keeps your lips hydrated for long hours. The consistency is neither runny nor overly thick. It feels lightweight and non-sticky on the lips. It's also one of my most used lip gloss. I've genuinely never seen anyone dislike this gloss. No wonder it's viral for all the right reasons. Again, it lasts for a decent time for about 2 hours depending on your eating and drinking. Alright, that's it for today's video, and I'm really sorry for the lighting inconvenience, but I hope you can understand. And I also do hope you found this video helpful. Please don't forget to save, like, share and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video soon.